Hey, what's up y'all? This is MadMave. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another review. Now, it's been a while since I actually done a review on this channel. So just to let you know, I've been just busy doing a couple jobs on the side when it comes to my filmmaking things that I do on the side. But I am still going to continue to do my reviews, and I definitely want to share my thoughts when it comes to The Batman by director Matt Reeves. When it comes to Matt Reeves and the things that he's done as far as his filmography career, I've definitely had my eye on his movies ever since things like Cloverfield, also Planet of the Apes, which he just came off of, and it makes every bit of sense for him to go on to a movie like this, The Batman. And I've been psyched for it ever since he got the job, maybe about like 5 years ago. So it's really cool to finally see his vision. And just as much as I was excited about Matt Reeves, I was just as excited when it comes to the cast. People like Robert Pattinson that plays the Batman, Zoe Kravitz which plays Selena Kyle, which is Catwoman. Also Penguin's in here, played by Colin Farrell. We also have Jeffrey Wright that's playing Gordon, Andy Serkis as Alfred, and plenty of other people. Paul Dano as the Riddler. I mean, it's like that the casting, the directing, even now when it comes to the music choice, which I'll get to, even the person Greg Fraser, which is the cinematographer for Dune, he's the one that did this. So I mean, super excited to see it, super excited to talk about it, so let's get into it. The cast of The Batman is amazing, and they executed each one of their characters with a fresh, masterfully done performance. From Alfred to Gordon to Selena to Falcone to Riddler to Penguin, which is supposed to get his own series. Is there any way we can get a Catwoman series? Like, definitely need to get on that. They all left me satisfied, but yet also wanting more. The story itself is intriguing, gripping. I'm not going to say dark, because I do feel like you can make an argument that this is the most hopeful Batman movie. I will say a heavy experience dealing with morality, humanity, realization of perspective, and I love how Matt Reeves made sure to sprinkle just a little bit of humor every now and then to break the tension throughout the movie. This is more of a detective movie all the way through, and I ate up every second of it. We never truly had a detective kind of Batman before, but now we got it. And from the comic book references to the usual actions that you would see in a comic book film, it's all there. It's just done super different, and it's still within the same vein of the character that we know. The ending is poetic and feels complete despite the setup of repercussions that leaves us for the next movie, obviously. But Matt Reeves, thank you for this masterpiece. With all DC's drama that has happened in the past, I am truly looking forward to the next one. I really like the movie for just having like straight Batman throughout the movie. It's like way more Batman than Bruce Wayne. It's definitely got Bruce Wayne in there, and I'll say when it comes to just all the characters in whole, all the special characters that you're waiting to see, like Penguin and Selena Kyle and everything, everybody had their certain amount of time that they had. Some people had more time than others, but even the smallest amount of time, which you'll see, which is a close person, I feel like everybody had something to add when it comes to the movie, and just something new to show when it comes to this adaptation of Batman. And I think when it comes to just seeing way more Batman and the way that Robert Pattinson plays off of it, which we really haven't got in other movies. Like, we get Batman, but like as much as Batman is in here, trust me, it's just way more Batman than any other movie that we've had. And the way that you know, wearing the costume and, you know, conveying like, you know, the, you know, that intimidating force, but at the same time making sure to as us as an audience, like, you know, seeing, you know, his emotion and things like that. I just feel like they did a really good job of setting up shots, which is another pro that I'm going to talk about, which is just the way that they did the shots. There's shots that's just certain pushing shots, just looking at Batman and or certain people and just their emotions. And there's a lot of certain shots like close-ups to eyes and close-ups to items that matters throughout the movie. And I feel like they did a real good job with just shot choice, shot selections, and they also have a lot of choices that they did when it comes to like just these blurry off focus type of shots, which I think was really really different to, you know what I mean, different to do and not risky, but you know what I mean, just doing something that is not the normal thing to do, which is of course we want to see something fresh. And this Batman movie is definitely a new adaptation. I mean, when it comes to just Batman and the other adaptations that came before, of course a lot of people have not really liked the DCEU and what, you know, what has become before. But when it comes to this one, it is a standalone. It is something that is just in its own universe from what I understand. And you know, hopefully people that I think that people that felt that way about that Batman or that or whatever is going on in DCEU, hopefully this is something that is fresh for people that just like at least Batman and really want to see a good story. Also, another pro, kind of going off of the shot choices that I'm talking about, is just the pacing, the way that the shots are, the way that the movie, the tone is and everything. It's definitely, again, just a different type of Batman film. And I mean, it's definitely more detective, and that's what Matt Reeves said. He was going more for that film noir type of thing and way more detective type of thing, which plenty of filmmakers have said, but done a minimum amount. This is definitely a detective type of story. And if you see movies like Seven, it's definitely got that Seven type of feel in there, which I really liked. I felt like it fit in just perfectly, and with that tone and that pacing, with the music choice and everything, and how scenes are going to scene and the mystery is like kind of unfolding. You're going with Batman, and again with everything, it's just a really, the 3 hour, which if you didn't know, it's a 3 hour movie, maybe 2 hours and 55, 2 hours and 57, 3 hours. But I mean, to me, it flew by. I'm going to get to something when it comes to my cons for the movie in whole, but in total, like in overall, like when it comes to the movie, I feel like the movie just has a good amount of pace to the point where like you probably won't even notice the 3 hour thing. Like you'll notice probably at the end, but I feel like it's such a good, intriguing story that that by the time you're getting to like almost that third act, especially the second to third act, you're almost there. You're already know that you're in for a good movie, so like you're just gonna go that extra couple more minutes. So at least that's how I think about it. And as I go on to my other pro, I trying to figure out, like, I mean, far as the characters, all the characters got their due, you know, did something in there that I feel like everybody that's like a Batman fan, especially the lore, will appreciate. But I mean, pinning down like, you know, the best people, I feel like everybody was good, but two standouts when it comes to it is definitely the Batman and Catwoman relationship. I think is strong. I think far as, again, the way that they shoot this, the Seven vibe, and you know, with that detective noir type of feel and everything like that, and it just has it has a certain suave, a certain sexiness that it actually puts to it. And I feel like just the Batman and Catwoman relationship, it just worked. Again, if you know me, or any people that know me, when it comes to, you know, the romantic type of genre. I definitely like romantics. Like I can say when there's a good romantic movie, but definitely it's usually not my favorite because of just the usual tropes that you get in, you know, two people coming together. But I feel like they did it. For people that know Batman and Catwoman and how they get together, I feel like they did a excellent job of just the storytelling method in it, the two characters, Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson, and the chemistry and how they really made sure to, you know, do their thing, which they have in interviews of just them in the suit and, you know, and them like talking together, and they were just, I just noticed that they were talking about like just them being on set and soaking in just the cinematography that, you know, where they're at in the space that they're at. And I felt like it was like I felt that in the movie. And all I can say is that like the continuance of the Batman and Catwoman relationship, definitely want to see more of that. Also, when it comes to the relationship of Jim Gordon and Batman, I felt like that was really cool. Also, it's just seeing Batman and Jim Gordon, you know, look for clues and things like that. Seeing Jim Gordon have Batman's back, and seeing how just how they conversated back and forth, they felt like just a partnership already. And for people that's been wanting that type of thing, which we've had, you know, our, you know, Commissioner Gordon with Batman type of relationships, but this is, you know, both of them on the case, you know, not just hitting like one house to look for things. Like this is, you know, they're going along for the ride pretty much the whole movie, and it's awesome. And this story, obviously, you know, I don't want to use the word dark. I want to use the word more of just a heavy type of experience. But even and another pro with that is, even though it's like a heavy experience, there is a lot of, I feel like it's like the most hopeful Batman. So for one of my cons to start off is going back to the time length. I do feel like there are some areas that can be cut down, but make no mistake, I do feel like with the pace and the storytelling, with the detective story going on, I feel like it's enough to get you through the movie. And I also feel like the heaviness and the slow take that it's going, because it is a slower movie, I would say that just the way that it's constructed, it's just a slower Batman movie than we're used to, but it has so much that's going on that I just feel like it's going to take you by surprise. So for the Batman, I gotta give it a 9.6 out of 10. And I probably would make it even higher. That's like the fanboy in me. So, but as a disclaimer, Batman, DC is definitely my world. It's definitely something that I hold close to my heart, like when it comes to this type of world. So I'm glad that we have another good movie on our hand, just like Joker came out. But hopefully I made a good assessment when it comes to my review. Hopefully y'all feel the same way when it comes to the review. If not, or if you did like it, either way, comment down below. Let me know how you liked it. Press that like button if you do like the video, and also hit that notification button, that subscribe button, if you want to get notifications for later, for the next time that I do one of these videos. But y'all take care. MadMave is out.